Hi, it's Candace Wiley.
I'm Monifa Lemons.
From the Watering Hole.
So we have been breaking up some segments and just talking about different things that have to do with the Watering Hole. This is our 5th year anniversary, and we are celebrating by actually telling our story.
Yes.
And it's just crazy how many stories we have, but just to kind of just get started, let's talk about how we started.
The year was
2000 and what was the year we did Coffee Condom South? Okay. 2009.
I think.
So the year was 2009, and Dr. Kwame Dawes, through the South Carolina Poetry Initiative at USC, decided that he was going to bring down, have Cave Condom do a Cave Condom South. At the same time, I believe in manifestation, so I'm going to talk from some spatial place. At the same time, I was talking to a friend of mine named Sophia Giza Aminwasu, and I was asking her, she said, you need to find out about Cave Condom. And I said, what's Cave Condom? She's like, oh my God. And she explains to me what Cave Condom is. And she said, but you need to call Dr. Dawes because he's a Cave Condom fellow. And I called Dr. Dawes, and he was thinking about having this Cave Condom South thing happen at the very same time. So that is where Candace and I met. We actually were one of the first registrants to Cave Condom South that happened here at the Columbia Museum.
Charlene Spearin brought me in. She was at USC at that time.
Yeah.
And Colina Corbett was the person who told me what Cave Condom was and start applying, start looking out. And then Cave Condom comes here.
Yeah.
So,
start looking out, start applying. And Charlene Spearin, who was Kwame's assistant and getting her master's as well, she connected all of us. And so at the time, I was a spoken word artist who had open mics all over and worked all over Columbia doing open mics. And Candace was getting her MFA.
And I was completely separate from the spoken word community at that time because I met people there and they drew me into that community.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And so we did that. That was Cave Condom South the first year.
And our facilitators.
Right. I was going to say. Okay, Frank S. Walker.
It was, first of all, it was like our first workshop type experience. So you got to kind of feel that too. So like I've been sitting in sterile classrooms this whole time, just like obedient, do my homework, like that kind of thing. And so to have a workshop experience outside of academia in a community of color was completely foreign to me.
And I was walking around going, power to the people. We having this open mic. It is poetry just because you wrote it down. Oh, that is poetry. You don't have to learn nothing. Forget them stuffed shirts over at the university. I was doing all that.
In the ghetto. Because you got to go through that too.
So when we met each other, we were both coming in from both those worlds, and we got to sit in front of Frank X. Walker, who is the poet laureate of Kentucky, Nikki Finney, who went on to win the National Book Award. Dr. Kwame Dawes brought them all together, and Patricia Smith, my warrior wordsmith woman. If I would have known then what I know now, and who we were sitting in front of, my God. So,
it was such an opportunity. We are forever grateful to everybody who participated in making that happen because it led us to this place.
Yes, it did. It really did. And so that's how we kind of met and got started. And there's more, and we're going to come back and tell you some more. But just understand that bringing the two worlds together, even the first time Candace and I met each other, we were from two totally opposite worlds of one poetry family and one poetry earth.
Not only the poetry family, but the life experiences,
just the life,
the age demographics, we're in the same income, but everything about, and that's what we try to like represent in who we are, who the organization is, and who we try to bring together.
Yes, everybody, right. Yep, that's us.
See you in the next video.